Right Wing Watch compiled some funny contradictions here. Let's listen to Bryan Fischer and Glenn Beck shove their feet directly in their mouths.
I know a little bit about what this is like because virtually everything I say that the left gets hold of, they twist, they distort it. They try to create the impression that I have said something different than what I have said. Now, first, I actually made some effort to clarify those distortions, those misinterpretations. I remember writing columns at the time, back in the early day, what I have said and what I have not said. And I would sort of address these distortions of what I had to say, and eventually you just realize, there's no possible way to keep up with that. You can't keep up with that. You can't parry every single thrust that comes your way. And number two, it wouldn't do you any good if you did, because they don't care. I mean, they don't care if they have misrepresented you, misconstrued what you've said, misinterpreted. They're doing that intentionally. That's what they want to do, because they want to take what you do and twist it and turn it in a way to make you look as bad as humanly possible. Almost every time they will pick exactly the soundbite that I want them to use. In other words, if they were asking me, the radical secular fundamentalists on the left were asking me to pick the soundbite that I would want them to post on their website, that's exactly the one that they pick.
What do you say we just treat people with respect? I have my right in my business to do what I want. You have your right, but we must, in the end, be able to live side by side. We are dividing ourselves in every possible way, and it's being done intentionally. Nope, the Republicans have to live over here, and the conservatives over here, and the liberals, and then the progressives, and then we have the gay people who live over here, and the straight people who live over here, and these people can run businesses, and these people can't. What are you doing? We need to live side by side. Diversity is actually a good thing. I will tell you, last week we purchased more farmland as a family. May I recommend, if you have a chance to buy farmland, you buy farmland. If you live in the East, may I recommend, get the hell out of the East. Find a place where you are surrounded by like-minded people, and the best way to find those people is you should probably look at the maps on how counties voted and get away as far as you can from where huge densities of people who are like, I just need FEMA to help me. But get your kids away from the school that is indoctrinating them that socialism is okay.
These guys make my job way too easy. It's amazing. Not even a challenge. Credit to Right Wing Watch there for taking the older clips and putting them together with the new clips and doing the juxtaposition so you could see how ridiculous these guys are. And by the way, some people might say, especially with the Bryan Fischer clip, like, wait, one of those things he said in 2011, the other one he said recently, so maybe something changed in those 2 years. No, because Bryan Fischer, as recently as a few months ago, was tweeting out how he loves Right Wing Watch because they're always helping him promote his stuff. I mean, isn't that amazing? He goes from, well, the left, they distort me nonstop, to, oh, the left is great. Whenever they send out my clips, it's exactly the one I would have picked. I've never seen a more blatant contradiction in my entire life. And then also let me say, Bri, the only people that cover you on the left other than me, it's Right Wing Watch. And Right Wing Watch quotes you verbatim. They just so whatever Bryan says on his show, they clip it out and put it up. That's it. There's no commentary like I do. It's just there. It's just what he said. Boom, there. So the idea that he could look at that and say, oh, they're twisting my words. They're quoting you verbatim. But we always say that, man. That's the easiest way to piss off a right-winger, is to quote them verbatim to their face. Because they go, oh my God, that sounds so stupid. Who could have possibly said that? You're twisting my words. It's out of context. No. David Pakman makes this point. He says, with a lot of these quotes, the only way it could make sense is, or the only way it could be in context, is if you follow it up by saying, I mean the exact opposite of what I just said. That's the only way it would make sense in context. And then Glenn Beck, man. Everybody come together. Let's hold hands. Diversity is good. Let's sing Kumbaya. And then right after Romney had lost the election, buy farmland and live by like-minded people. Diversity sucks. So diversity is great and diversity sucks at the same time. But you know what? Glenn Beck is even worse when it comes to these issues because, as many people have pointed out, it's a day-by-day thing or a week-by-week thing on his show. If you ever watch it, you find out that depending on his mood, so one day he goes out there and he's big on this end of times, create a shelter underground behind your house and stock it with survival seeds and ammunition. He goes from the world is ending and oh my God, be afraid, to if he's having a good day, he goes out there and says, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to win. We are about to win. We're about to take over. The Tea Party's going to take over. We're moving the country in the right direction and things are great. So which is it, dude? Is it that things are great and you're so happy and you're about to win and everybody agrees with you? Or is it that everybody disagrees with you and buy farmland and stay away from people and the world is ending and be afraid?